these two will definitely look to rotate strike और दूसरा दोनों अपना time लेते हैं तो उस लिहाज से obviously and I can see कि there might be a plan here as well. So, but Numan Bilal are doing a good job so far. Two very good deliveries within the stumps. थोड़ा सा दोनों दफ़ा थोड़ा सा bounce को vary किया as per the batsman. This time another good delivery played towards the covers, but this time finds the middle of the bat of AJ. That's what he does. कोई risk नहीं लेते और अपनी shots खेलते रहेंगे. Quietly doing his business.
This needs to use all his experience. So does Imad. Give these the other batsmen to come in a solid platform. Can't keep nudging the ball for very long. It's been 5 overs already. Width and placed beautifully for 4.
This time Arfa pitches it short and Haris Habib will not miss out on the cut shot there. He's very strong with he doesn't really start hitting the mark straight away. He's one of those bowlers who get few deliveries to warm up, and he's not someone like Afar Raza or even Numan tonight who've been hitting their lengths literally from ball one.
Guided beautifully once again for another boundary. Avengers very happy. You can particularly hear them from the dugout cheering their team on.
Ideally, what should be the strategy from here if you were to be in place of Usman Ali? How long would you want both of these to, accumulate and look for those odd boundaries? I think that's also the fact that, these two play like that, so you can't really expect them to start going for the big hits, but this is what they will keep doing, keep finding the gaps exactly like that. Anything straying away, outside off or on the pads, these two will make you pay to target Waleed Sheikh because obviously he's the emerging player. He might bowl a few loose deliveries as well. This time,
that's
and it is
4.
4 runs. Sloppy by Arfa. And you don't expect something like that from Arfa. He's been so good out there on the field.
Absolutely, but good sportsman spirit, indicating himself that the ball has hit the boundary, keeping the spirit of the game intact.
Well, with the amount of pretty much been the score in every game here because the wicket is definitely very good for batting, and these two will definitely need to take a few chances here. Also, keeping in view that any one of them needs to get to a half century here for the Avengers to have any sort of insurance back, for the new batsman coming in.
Absolutely, that's a solid shot, and I think he might be gone. Yup, that's the wicket, and Ali Raheel is always capable of doing that, and he steps up for his captain and into the legs. You can't do much about it. Just 3 runs of the first 3 balls.
Another one that comes to mind is Fahad Ali, from the strikers. I mean, he can be molded into a proper batsman. He's got the shots as well, but looks confident with the bat.
Yes, absolutely. He's got him. That's a slow ball. Deceived by pace.
This time a beautiful delivery. He's been mixing it up quite nicely, and this time a fuller delivery, slow Yorker to build on this innings and then, look to unleash in the final few overs. Or obviously he'll quietly go about business as far as his first 20, 25, 30 runs are concerned. This time a good shot by Asad Bukhari, and he finally finds the gap, breaking the shackles a little bit here, Umar, with that boundary.
The Avengers certainly hope so, that this is the case, because so far they've been struggling. Yes.
That can always draw an edge against a leg spinner or a left arm orthodox bowler if you're going with hard hands.
Absolutely, both batsmen in the center going at run a ball, showing how well the Vikings have kept them down so far. Big
This time
shot.
a big shot by Asad Bukhari. The first six for the Avengers.
Absolutely, looking at it, pitched outside and literally dancing down.
First six for the Avengers coming in the 14th over shows you how good the Vikings bowling has been tonight.
Yep, and a good comeback delivery again, darted in, could do nothing but play it back to the bowler. Huge six again. This time, probably out of the ground has it gone. Feels like
This is probably the
No, it's
biggest, one of the biggest hits of this year's Premier League, and he just smashed that over deep.
if Afar can keep this over down under 10 runs, it'll be a huge victory for the Vikings.
So Afar Raza running in with the first delivery, shorter, and Ahmed Mela goes for the shot, and he gets an outside edge over the keeper's head. 4 runs. He's asking for that one for the over from
Absolutely.
the leg umpire, but the leg umpire seems clueless.
Yep, not given.
So it has not been given as one for the over. It was a legitimate delivery, not very high. This time Ahmed Mela smashes it back.
Down the ground for 4 runs. So,
Middles
good
in.
start. Good start, middled, and mix it up with pace as well for now, because when you're bowling it at the same pace, then the probability of hitting the ball, irrespective of the length, until unless you bowl like a genuine Yorker, where nothing can be done. Ooh,
This time
hammered.
is being smashed out of the park. Deep square leg fielder. Well, he was already on the inner circle, but anyone it before arriving tonight, or probably when he had arrived here, is probably marking it in the dark.
Yep, or nets after last night on the wicket after the games were over.
Because he's understanding this pitch so well up till now.
Absolutely. Ooh, that has been hammered for 4. So getting hit for 4 on his last ball of a spell, but nonetheless just 21 given away in his 4 overs, and there is nothing more or nothing padded up and walking and ready to get in his zone. I feel Haris is capable of hitting any bowler as long as the ball is in the areas that he wants. The pace doesn't matter much.
Yes, Haris. This time a good delivery, and there is a lapse by the wicket keeper. Is given away 4 byes.
Yep, letting down his bowler here.
The delivery certainly didn't deserve to go for 4 byes. It was that good of a delivery.
Absolutely, but the Avengers did feel that Afar's foot was touching the boundary.
This
Oh, he's bowled him
time
out.
pulls a beautiful in-swinging Yorker, hits the base of the middle stump, and that is what you expect from someone who's bowling at this stage of the innings for your team.
Brilliant.
Yes, Mela will have to play 20 overs here, and Rao Haris will need to play some shots out there. Arfa has, decided to bring himself back into the attack. I think he'll bowl 2 overs here, and Afar will probably bowl another one.
Yes, absolutely. That has been hammered for a huge 6 by Mela. What a start to the over. Exciting 3 overs coming in, I feel, especially if you have Mela staying in for the rest of the inning.
With a huge 6 over long off, mid off rather, and
Vikings are aware of his ability and will want to see him out as soon as possible. to stop the runs from flowing.
For sure, Arfa runs in once again, and this time an inside edge. He wanted to go after him once again, but he gets a boundary, a streaky one, but nevertheless 4 runs for the Avengers.
Yep. 36.
At this wicket, with batsmen like Afar Raza and Arfa and few others as well, I think it'll be really difficult to defend, but 170 would be a great total from here onwards.
Absolutely, and that has been that has been hit hard. Slash for 4 by Rao. So confident start from Rao despite his injury.
Rao will definitely go for his shots, and
To be followed up by Afar seems so, and perhaps is the right call by Arfa. Not his day with the ball today.
I feel Ahmed Mela should look to get a single and get Rao Haris on strike, but he plays a big shot, a huge hit for 6 runs. He's in no mood for singles, let me tell you this.
Absolutely, that was belted. That's a 6 on any ground.
A wide. So how does he come back from this, you being a bowler?
You definitely cannot give another extra to start with. That has been hit with one hand and gone for 4. Misfield.
So sloppy fielding on this occasion by the fielder, and it was played very fine by Ahmed Mela off his pads.
Absolutely, it was Waleed, I feel, who let go of that one. Should have kept this one out. A lot the wicket.
No, but
I
the
think-
thing is, another wicket after this is Usman Ali. So even if you lose Heather's wicket here, Heather should have the license from here onwards. So
Yep.
I think it's good thinking by Ahmed Mela and Rao, sacrificing his wicket. But I feel this can be a good ploy at the end, because Heather can definitely go for his shots. He can clear the rope as well. So
Absolutely.
if he gets out in that process, that brings Usman Ali out. So Mela actually gets to stay out there. So
Yeah,
let's
but
see.
then after Usman Ali, you also have Haroon to come in. So,
no, actually Rao's come in the
Oh,
side. in
all right,
place
all
of
right.
Haroon, so
oh, all right. Sorry for that.
getting a boundary here,
Yep.
or with Afar Raza's pace, he could even hit a 6. Who knows?
Yep. All you need is a good connection.
This
That's
time it's been
beautiful.
played fine. Has he found the gap there? Usman Ali starts off with a boundary,
Beautiful, beautiful.
as we predicted, using the pace and playing it to perfection in the gap. Usman Ali's got a boundary.
Is the umpire asking Mela to stay out for now? Seems to be a straightforward run out, I feel. Don't see what they're complaining about or arguing about. Yep, given out. Rightfully so. So Usman.
Alpha was trying to check that as per the rules of the LMS, if the batsmen are not running and they reach their ends and they're holding their ends, and if you have the ball on top of the bails, then obviously the umpire has the right to give it as a dead ball.
Yep, but didn't seem.
So the third umpire rightfully gives Heather run out there. He was short of the crease, and the no ball being checked there as well.
For this one, just stays in the crease. Good ball. A 12 is still on though. If he gets this one for 6, it'll still be 170 that the Avengers will get to.
What do you reckon the length is going to be on this delivery?
It won't be short. That's
This
a good shot.
time,
Oh, he's missed the boundary by.
one bounce and into the boundary, 4 runs. He'd almost had the connection
Yeah.
there, but
That was a good delivery. Uh, when the pressure mounts, then the 15 runs don't matter, Hamza. You just need those ideal wickets that you really want at the start. And it's game on for the Avengers. Ooh, that has been driven straight and hard for 4. Seemed like a chance, but it was connected way better than what it
yeah,
looked like.
the mid-off fielder was very wide, and Ahmed Mela to a certain extent, fresh and available for when the main batsmen come out in the shape of Afar Raza and Arfa.
That has been beautifully glanced from his legs for 4 runs.
Not the right line and length to be bowling to Ali Rahil. Very strong off his pads. He will have
It's always tricky with the new ball when you have a left-right hand combination. Difficult for a bowler to set his line right.
yes, for sure, and he will have to keep it within the stumps to someone like Bilal Qazi, because Bilal Qazi is that sort of a player who will use the pace, play you fine, play some unorthodox shots, but this time through the covers, beautifully played. Not a lot of foot movement once again, but a bit Prithvi Shaw like, just throwing his hands at it.
Yep, that's all that's needed, isn't it? That's all you.
Bilal Qazi wanted to be cute, he wanted to use the pace, ramp it over the keeper, but does not get the connection there. AJ noticed it and fired that in. So Bilal
Well kept by
Qazi-
Haris as well. Difficult for a keeper when the ball is rising.
This time, has he found the connection? Yes, he does find the gap there.
Much needed boundary coming off the bat of Bilal.
It's definitely much needed boundary. They hadn't had previous 3 or 4 overs.
Absolutely.
They desperately needed a boundary there, and
It shows from their strike rates as well, at least from Bilal's, who after hitting the boundary is at 20 of 20 balls.
AJ balls in once again. Flighted delivery, has that been played in another gap. So 4 runs once again. Bilal Qazi is getting the length that he's been looking for some time now.
Yep, planting his foot and hitting his upper is a very solid lad mentally, and he doesn't fancy not adapting to the conditions. So I think that he will still back himself, but obviously you can't frustrate him to the extent that it makes him livid and he's thinking about it.
But we also need to realize the fact that the wicket is getting slower with every passing over. We thought that it's going to get.
Yep, and that's
It's going to be. Are they going for the double there? And Bilal Qazi has sacrificed his wicket, so Afar Raza can come in. So a bit of a tactical ploy there.
Yep. Is Mela happy about that wicket or not? Seems like he wanted.
Very close to that guideline, but the line obviously belongs to the umpire, as we all know.
Yep. So, given that he still has Bukhari as well, so don't think Usman is going to trust Heather with another over now in this innings.
That is a good delivery. He's been squirted towards the deep point fielder, but he will have no chance there.
Yep.
So boundary for Ali Rahil.
Much needed here for the Vikings as well.
Overs, but obviously with Afar Raza you can't really expect to bowl 2 or 3 tight overs. They will have to get him out if they want to win this match. You can't keep him quiet for long.
Definitely. And I think Ali is going to put his foot on the gas as well as right now. That's been hit hard and for 4. So 2 boundaries on the last 2 balls for Ali. He's had enough looking at the ball as well and quickly goes quickly. A lot depending on Imad's spell over here in terms of the outcome of the game. Probably the ideal contender to keep Afir quiet if not get his wicket.
Imad bowls the first delivery, stays a touch low, and Afar Raza smashes it through the covers. The field not set right on that occasion.
Yep.
He needs to have that fielder carefully placed, very square of the wicket.
You ideally want to toss it up if you are to hit this length, so that he has to generate all the power when it's hit hard.
This time.
Oh, is that a
shot.
chance? No, it isn't. That's been cleared.
That clears the boundary. So the boundary through the covers, and if he can actually keep it down, I mean keep it to 10, probably 10-9 or 10 runs an over,
Yep.
it will be a very good over.
Oh, that's a chance. That's a big chance. Oh, was twisting and turning Imad. Could he have done better?
I think he shouldn't have tried to turn back. I think he probably should have taken it while running towards the ball. That's probably where he lost the ball. But nevertheless, I think Imad probably was the only fielder on the field right now who could have taken that.
Absolutely. 4 on the first ball. That is not going to be caught in any kind of a ground, irrespective of the surge. Belted for 6.
Well, it could be. I mean, in the third tier or second tier, probably.
Yeah. He did walk down a lot. So that might save it. But let's see what the third umpire
It'll
has
be
to
very
say.
close, I feel, and can go either way. So it is not a no ball, and
16 of the first 3 already. Pressure. And redemption from Afar. He did go for a beating as well on his first 3 balls from Mela.
2 half chances for offer, you feel?
Absolutely. And that's not a half chance as well. That's another 6. Wow, that is some hitting from Afar.
Not
Mela.
the right length to be bowling to Afar Raza at this. In a power surge especially, should look to bowl.
From Afar.
Not
Mela.
the right length to be bowling to Afar Raza at this. In a power surge especially, should look to bowl it into the wicket, and he will definitely get assistance, but he's bowling it very full.
Definitely. And that's another huge shot. Another 6. 4 6s and a 4. So 30 coming off that over of Mela, and
28.
28, yes. Sorry. Bad maths over here.
28. A wicket from a wicket off Afar here can change the momentum to quite an extent, because there is only one Afar Raza after all.
Absolutely. And he's at 42 of 13 balls, Hamza. And insult to injury being added by Ali Raheel, who belts this one for 6 and goes to his 50 as well of 34 balls. So
Yes, it was bold.
well bowled again by Imad. You expect Mela to take these big hands, getting in line of the ball, regulation catch.
Day in, day out.
Yep, or catch in, catch out, and that's been nudged beautifully for 4. Insult to injury, I feel.
Yes, I mean that should have been caught by Ahmed Mela if there was to be any sort of chance for the Avengers. There was to be any sort of chance for the Avengers to come back into this match, but looking pretty straightforward from here. And as far as the next match is concerned, the Invincibles need a bonus point, and if they can get it tonight, they might just be playing the semi-finals tomorrow.
Definitely. Oh, that is a solid shot. So catch dropped, 2 boundaries conceded. The Avengers as well. because he doesn't seem to be in a mood of keeping them low or close to the boundary, I feel.
Yeah, I think it's just a matter of time for here onwards. That drop was probably one of the only rare opportunities. AJ could have had a brilliant one-handed catch, and this time Safwan uses the pace of Asad Bukhari once again, and he's been peppering that boundary for the past 4 or 5 deliveries now, and probably one of his areas that he. So Afar Raza comfortably making his crease there, and a very easy decision for the third umpire.
Yep.
But good piece of fielding nevertheless from the
Afar
boundary.
was very confident and very sure that he had made in.
Afar Raza is a brilliant athlete as well, you know, along with him being one of the most talented cricketers playing the Premier League.
Definitely. And is that
And
a wicket?
this time,
Yep, it is.
Imad has gotten rid of Safwan, so finally something to cheer for the Avengers.
Yep. Too late a wicket, you feel?
Hands to it though, but couldn't hold on probably.
Yep.
But a good chance nevertheless.
You got to fight, and that's what Imad is doing right now.
So a big game coming up here as well. Invincibles will be taking on the Raiders, and Invincibles need a bonus point to go through, and Raiders need a simple win.
Oh, he's
This
bowled him!
time Imad goes through Afar.
Ooh, exactly.
Is that a big wicket in the context of the game?
That is huge, I feel. That is huge. It was match on, I feel.
I think he probably could have bowled the surge with Imad as well, you know.
He could have because
Because there would have been a chance of taking Afar's wicket. I mean, obviously he would have gone for runs. But
absolutely. That's in hit. Is that a six though? That
It is.
is a huge hit. That is a huge hit by Arfa. Cleaned his leg and threw his bat at it.
I think that was
And
not the length to